Hello, fellow diecasters. Welcome to another insane episode here on Diecast Insanity. I thought we would take a break from the custom this week because I'm working on a few ideas for pipes, and I want to get that worked out before we show it. So I thought we would take something kind of a neat little retrospective here and look at the Car Culture cars, both from Car Culture and from the cargo from the transporter sets that have appeared multiple times. Now we have almost all of them, with the exception of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5, I think. 5. Yeah, about 5 that we do not have. But the rest of them we all have the cars that appeared multiple times, and we're not including the 5-car set from the RLC. That is not included in this because that was something you couldn't get at a store. So we're just focusing on the ones you could find at the store. So, and you're gonna have to excuse him. He's dealing with a little bit of a cold. But let's take a look at the very first car. Can you reach the Mazdas that appeared in Car Culture? So let's kind of get this set up here. The first car that we're going to go with is from the very first Car Culture ever Car Culture set, which is the Mazda MX-3.
RX-3.
Or RX-3. First appeared in the very first Japanese historic set. Which this is the only one I have of that set because I got to get this at a antique store because they didn't have them in town here. So as you guys know, the purple one, that is a very, very cool, and this was its debut as well.
Yep.
In Hot Wheels, was in this set, in the Car Culture set. And then after that, its next appearance came in the Race Day set.
Oh, okay.
This is very kind of cool looking
Racing
scheme car. Very reminiscent of the Nissan paint schemes.
It's even got a name on top. I just noticed that for the first time.
Yeah, so that was its second appearance. And then, of course, its next appearance came in the very first year with the more detail in Japanese Historic 2 in this very beautiful orange.
Sparkle orange.
And with the Watanabe tires and the Greddy and what's that other one on the lower door down there? I think that's the Japanese Historic JDM symbol there, and then along with Greddy. But, of course, this one has its lights done and tail lights done, where the first two cars didn't get that treatment. So, very nice, very cool car. I like this car. I love the Mazda MX. The license is about to sneeze. RX-3. Very nice, very cool. Which one out of your mind, which one would be your favorite out of the three?
The purple one.
The purple one. He likes the purple one. I like the orange one. Well, granted, we don't have the purple one here, but because the orange one is probably the latest one and the most detailed, I kind of like this one the most. I think I'd like the yellow one if it had different wheels on it. I really don't care for the wheels.
I like those.
So, that's number 1. It has appeared 3 times in the Car Culture. So, let's go with... No, we'd want trucks. The 2 Subarus. Because that would have been set 2.
Okay.
So the next one to appear would be from the second series of Car Culture, which would have been trucks, and it was this very, very cool Zamac version Subaru Brat, which has been out since, I think, 2003-ish, 2002-ish, something like that. But this one, this one was really, really cool from the truck series. Elijah has this whole set. I have all but the Ford. But I love this little Subaru Brat. Very cool with the Watanabes on it. And then it just recently appeared last year in shop trucks. which me and Elijah only found 2 of the set.
Yep. We never found the Chevys.
Yeah, or the Volkswagen.
I could care less for
Well, I know, well, we missed the
I'd
Chevys.
rather have the Chevys.
But even though this one's more detailed and has more detail with like the taillights and the headlights, I still prefer this one. I still think this is probably the cooler of the 2. What do you think?
Yeah.
The Zamac one?
I'd have to say, ever since the Brat came out, for some odd reason, I saw more real-life Subaru Brats. And I think Subaru would have done better with them if they had made them stock like this, with a raise, bigger tires that come slightly past the fender flares on them. I think the Brats would have done better, because they look really, really good this way.
Yeah, so it's really cool. So that's the second one. I love that Zamac version. So next up would be Euro style, and the one in Euro style. Actually, there's 2 in Euro style. Grab the BMW, the blue BMW.
Oh.
So there's 2 that appeared in this set. Oh, excuse me, 3 that have been in this set that have appeared more than once. So the first one is, we'll go with this one, which is number 4 of the set, the Volkswagen Golf MX-7 with this blue and the lace wheels on it. The other ones that appeared in this set are the BMW M3 and the police one, which neither me and Elijah got. We really didn't like that. We didn't like the paint scheme on it or whatever. And then the BMW appeared, the Volkswagen appeared again in this year's very first set in the Golf set, which I don't have, with the Golf colors on it with the lace wheels. I would have to say I'd probably prefer this one over this one, just simply because it's a racing paint scheme and it's Golf. So that's probably my choice there. You're probably with me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other ones that appeared in this set, like I said, is the BMW. It appeared again the next year in, no, not Modern Classics. What is this one from? I forget.
No,
Oh, it's from Modern Classics. So I was right.
Yes.
Yeah. So it appeared again in Modern Classics. If you ask me, this is probably the better of the 2.
No
Definitely.
doubt.
I don't know why I'm doing that. We have the turntable here.
No
Use the
doubt
turntable.
the better of the 2.
I think this would look really cool if this came out this year and got all the same paint scheme, but with detail, with the headlights done and the taillights done. That'd look
Definitely
really
better
cool.
Of the 2 with the ode striping to the
To the kind of the old original.
To the M1.
Yeah, very
BMW.
nice. I love this car. I actually had to went back and buy this one because as an opener, because I wasn't really keen on it, and then I saw Elijah's and he got one open. And I'm like, ooh, and it just kind of grew on me, so I had to go find me one, which I did, and opened it. And then the third one that appeared in that set, that has appeared again, is the Porsche 993 GT2 in this really cool black and kind of purple and pink with the white number plate kind of on it with the lace wheels. Very, very cool.
Kind of like a... not exactly a team race car, but someone who mainly drives it to take it out to a track day.
Yeah,
kind of
so
idea.
Really cool. And then, of course, it appeared again in last year in... Oh, no. I don't have this one in the package, so I can't think of the set right offhand. Oh, Eurospeed. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this came out again in Eurospeed, in this very cool kind of silver black with the Urban Outlaw decals and stuff on it. I to tell you the truth, I couldn't pick on this one because I like both of them.
No, this one for me.
Is the silver one?
Yep, the wheels make it even better.
Oh yeah, I do. I will have to agree with it. So the wheel choice on this one's a lot better than the wheel choice on the first one. You're right. But between the 2 paint schemes, I like them both. They're both really, really cool.
Yeah, I prefer this one though, personally.
Yeah, this one's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that car. I like that car in general. I like the Porsche in general. So next up would be Track Day from the first year.
That one was not supposed to be seen on camera.
So there's 2 in this set. No, 3 again in this set that has appeared multiple times. We're going to go with the first one. Of course, it's the Datsun 510 Bluebird with the Steelies and this really cool kind of burnt red paint scheme and the black. Very, very cool. And then it appeared again in last year's first set, the Japanese Historics 2, in this silver with the gray pinstriping, kind of the ode to the BREs. Very, very nice. And then, of course, it came out again in Car Culture Series 2, no, Series 3, the latest series, in the BRE number 68 paint scheme. And then, of course, you have the one from the RLC, but we're not going to include that because that wasn't included in anywhere you can find it at the store.
The Datsun that you get with the transporter.
Yeah.
So it's obviously more than a regular Car Culture because you get the truck with it.
But it's still painted
like
with
what,
it's still
12?
painted. Yeah, it's still painted the way these are painted. So that is the first one of that set, and now the other one that has appeared twice. Give me the Porsches down there. Would be the Porsche 964 in this kind of silver, red, and black in the Urban Outlaw paint scheme. What? Very cool. This was also in Track Day. And then it came out again in a stock paint scheme in Modern Classics. So very nice. Truly, particularly, I like this one. Just simply because of it's more of a racing paint scheme.
Yeah, and it's got the ode to... Not the ode, sorry, but it's one of the... They've done... Yeah.
Urban Outlaw.
Yeah, paint scheme, yeah.
Keep that over, we need those 3. So that's really, really cool. And then the third one that appeared in this set, that has appeared multiple times, is the 78 Porsche 935, or if you can refer to it by its original racing name, the Whale Tail.
That's cool. That's cool.
So,
I didn't know that. That's cool.
So this is the first version, which in my book is probably the least of the 3. I mean, but it's still a really cool car.
Yeah.
I just don't really partake to this paint scheme. Then it appeared again in Race Day, which I think this is a big improvement over the first one. With the wheel choice and the fact that it's got a Momo paint scheme on it. Very, very cool. I said track.
No, sorry.
Race Day.
Race Day, sorry.
Race Day.
I'm sorry. Don't listen to me.
So very, very cool.
The sickness
and then it just came back out again this year in the latest Car Culture set to hit stores. The Silhouette series in this very beautiful PPG paint scheme. As you guys know, all of the Silhouette cars are either based or loosely based on an original paint scheme, and those aren't the same cars.
Oh, shit. Okay. Never mind then.
So very, very cool. The blue wheels, using the same wheels that appeared on it in the Momo, just in a different color. They're different.
They are.
He's all right. He thought he found something and he didn't.
Yeah, no.
So
Okay.
very cool car there. Let's go with the 2 M1s.
Hey, you said it before we showed them.
Oh, sorry. Well, once again, and this is from Cars and Donuts, the BMW M1 Pro car. Very cool. I love this car.
Amazing car.
I had a Matchbox version of this car that I just insanely loved. And I love the retro on this car with the retro stripes. I love the wheel choice on this car. I just kind of wish they would have put like Goodyear or something on the tire. Would have probably made it really, really cool. And then again, it appeared once again, and I believe this is also Eurospeed in this beautiful black
Yeah.
with the Project Pro Car decals on it.
Project Cars 2, which I've heard actually isn't that great of a game. But
We still got to get it to find out.
we gotta
so.
find that out for ourselves. But I definitely prefer the original Pro Car paint scheme because that is an actual race car paint scheme. I prefer that one over this one because this is more of a.
I do like the fact that the lights are done on this one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The tail lights,
That-
but very cool. I like them both. I would have to go with the first one. I think the first one would be a whole lot better if it had the tail lights done on it like the first one, but still very cool. Let's go. Give me the little Fiat. So another one that appeared.
no, wait. This one appeared first.
Yeah, this one appeared first. Of course, it was in air cooled. This was its debut with Hot Wheels in
Yes.
air cooled. Very cool. The little Fiat 500.
Cool little car its-
Really cool
with
car.
its improvised spoiler, I guess.
Well, they open that because it's air cooled, so
Yeah.
it doesn't get
And it's
hot.
a race
Lets the
car.
lets the air out. So, and then it appeared this year in the Golf set, which is one that we don't have, but very cool. I think I'd like them both. Really, tell you the truth, they've got the same wheels on both. You're just looking at the Golf paint scheme compared to this one. I actually kind of like this one because it's more like what a real little Fiat would look like, somebody's own little race car. But it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with this car down the road.
For sure.
See if they do anything else with it in car culture or anything. So that's really cool. Let's give me the 50 pack. So the other one that we have that we don't have the other one of course, is the 55 Gasser. It appeared in Drag Strip Demons in that beautiful green. I'd probably like them both because they're gassers. So, what more can you say? So, very cool car. I love the
Good
gasser.
looking.
I love this paint scheme on this car. I had to open this one when I got it. I still got to get another one in the package to go with my set, but very cool. So, I'm hoping to eventually get the Drag Strip Demon set, but you never know what's going to happen there. So,
I have Cornet from the old set.
from the first Drag Strip Demons.
Yeah, when car culture wasn't a thing yet.
Okay. So another really cool car that first appeared in Cars and Donuts is the Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint.
Well, wasn't it not what
No,
we're talking
well,
about?
no,
but
its debut
was Forza.
Was Forza. This is
Yeah.
the second version. This would have been the second time it came out
But this was this car's debut
in
in
car
culture,
culture. Right.
but not Hot Wheels.
No.
You gotta
Yeah.
know that.
So very cool. And then of course again it appeared again in, I want to say Eurospeed again, which I believe is right.
I think so.
In this kind of sparkly green.
Feel free to tell us if we're wrong.
Yeah, and very cool. I like the wheel choice. I like the wheel choice on both of them, but I prefer the silver one over the green one, and I think this one would look really cool if it was the taillights and headlights were done like this one was.
Yeah.
I just like this paint scheme a whole lot better.
I really like the wheels that they put on this because
On this one?
the laces that they put on
Yeah.
this one, because the laces on the other cars, not that one, the other laces.
Oh, these laces,
Yes.
these ones.
I don't like how they go all the way to the tire.
Well,
It
because
just looks, it's a little too much for me, and this,
too blingy.
given that amount of tire wall space, gives it a more race car feel, and it
Makes
just
it look more
looks
like a
better.
real rim. Makes it look more like a real rim.
Yes.
So, very cool. So the Giulia Sprint, I'm interested to see when it's going to be back again and see what it's going to come out in. Let's go here and then we'll go there and there. So the last one we have this is also from the second year from Race Day, is the beautiful Greddy Porsche 962. Very cool car.
Most iconic winning Porsche.
Nice Porsche. Of course, this isn't an old to an original paint scheme, but very cool. When I found this was coming out, I was like, oh, because I'm from that Group C era of endurance racing, where the 962 just dominated everything. Very cool. And then the next time it came out was actually in the Team Transporter series, in this very beautiful Momo paint scheme, which is also an ode to an original 962 paint scheme.
That one or not?
Huh?
That one or not?
No, I didn't win, but still an original car.
None of these paint schemes.
No. The ones that have won, Hot Wheels can't do because they're either alcohol or tobacco sponsors. So,
which encourages, quote unquote.
But very cool. And then, of course, it appeared again in Circuit Legends in this very cool ad van.
I mean, they could have done a Rothman's.
Yeah, Rothman's is cigarettes.
But
Rothman's still, yeah, they could have.
Something that, like the new 962 in Gran Turismo.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been cool. I think they would have been harder to find.
So, out of the three of this, I think the Momo is probably my favorite.
I like the ad van.
So Elijah's in the ad van. I like the Momo. I love all three, but the Momo paint scheme being a premium, with all of the paint on it, very, very cool. So next, let's go there. Would be from the 2017 series. Ooh, this has been in storage.
Yeah.
He hasn't got these up yet. Would be the Nissan Laurel 2000 SGX. And this, for some reason, this green just didn't talk to me. I don't know.
That green.
Elijah loves this car in this color, but it's very, very cool. So this was its debut for Hot Wheels.
Yes.
Very nice.
I love this car. It gives an American muscle feel, but you know it's not American, and you know it's not a muscle car, but it just gives you that feel. And I like it. I like the body lines on these cars. On both the Laurel and the Skyline C210.
Which I have that one. And then it made its next appearance was in Team Transport. This is also Elijah's in this very cool white Gretty paint scheme.
I think for this car, even though it would eliminate this car from our current theme, it should have had bigger wheels. Especially with the paint scheme, the white makes the wheels look extremely small. And for a race car, I think they should have been bigger. But personal opinion on a race enthusiast,
Yeah. So very nice there. And then of course it made another appearance in this year's very first set, the Golf car set, which is the one that I have. I don't know, I'm kind of biased. I prefer the Golf paint job the best, which is...
I mean, Golf looks good on a lot.
That's true. So I had to pick it up here because I knew it was coming here, and I didn't get the Gritty car, so I just wanted to get one for my collection. So I was lucky that I found this is the only Golf car I found. I was hoping to get the McLaren as well, but I haven't been able to find it. Oh, shoot, we forgot those down there.
Oh, we did.
So we're going to have to go back a little bit to 2017 to Modern Classics once again in its debut, the Mercedes 190E 2.5-16.
If you can see it, you can see its card right up here in our background that we made.
So very sweet. And even though this isn't a premium, it's still got taillights done because it's just a straight black paint job. So they ended up doing the taillights and the headlights on this car.
I really enjoy this car. I like the box body feel it's got going. That's what I really love about both this Mercedes and the BMW that we showed earlier.
The M3?
The M3. The M3. I like
that's the whole whole 90s. The whole 90s thing. And then it appeared again in Eurospeed. And this Project Cars 2 logo. And then, of course, it's come out a third time in this year with the Momo paint scheme in open track, which the only open track car I was able to find was the Mercedes. But very cool. I think truly I prefer the very first version. I don't know,
Yeah,
just
too.
a very stock looking version. I would love to see this come out in a true DTM paint scheme, which would be really, really cool. I think.
Touring car paints.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing about those Mercedes is they were a four-door, but they had so much power.
They did.
And they were really good race cars.
So the last car we have, I believe is also a Eurospeed car. This is its debut in that set and in Hot Wheels, is the R8, the Audi R8 LMS. Very, very cool.
Good looking car. Any Audi R8s are really good looking cars. You look at them and you know they're a race car. Even their street version have very, very similar lines to the car.
And then, of course, again, it came out in this year's open track set in this very simple #1 white and red kind of paint scheme. I kind of like this one the best. It's just got more color to it. I think this car also has the exact same wheels. No, it's got the
No.
new wheel on it. That's right. It's got that new
Yeah.
5-spoke or 9-spoke wheel or whatever that is
Yeah.
on it.
They're both good looking, but I like this one. It's
I
got
like
some
this
more
one. It's
intricate body or
more intricate paint scheme, yeah.
paint to body line paint scheme.
So it's going to be kind of interesting. It's going to be kind of interesting down the road to see what else comes out multiple times. I'm pretty sure we'll see some of these cars again. I'm pretty sure we'll
Later
see.
on, yeah.
I'm pretty sure we'll see several that were out that haven't been out again, probably.
I think we are also not going to see certain cars like the Mazda RX-3. I think Hot Wheels has definitely exhausted that car, and I think Hot Wheels has really exhausted the Japanese craze.
Yeah, now they're
that's been
talking.
going on.
Now they're talking. I guess the big push in cars now is '90s cars.
Yeah,
So that's what. So I think the guy, what's his face, John on the Lamley Group said that the Hot Wheels big push now is going to be '90s era cars because that's what everybody's getting into.
yeah.
So-
See, and I love that Hot Wheels has really started appealing to the collector world of Hot Wheels because that's really the biggest group in the buying world of Hot Wheels is collectors.
Yeah. So I hope you guys. Sorry.
Really, they've really come to listen and appeal to us.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope it's just kind of a cool look back at the car culture cars that have appeared multiple times. A lot of really cool cars. We love the car culture set. I'm hoping we find more of the ones we want. It's been kind of hard here lately. The collecting in Yakima has gone up again, and people are buying like crazy.
Just like us.
So it's you got to get there at the right time, like I did with the Silhouette series, and so hopefully we'll be able to find the new ones, and hopefully I'll be able to go back and buy a couple of sets that we didn't get at a reasonable price off of eBay, like the Drag Strip Demons, and a couple other single cars that I would like from a couple of these other series as well. So I hope you guys find what you're looking for this week. I haven't bought anything this week. I didn't really find anything that I was looking for. So maybe we'll have a haul next week. Next week will be a bi-weekly featured car. I think it's yours.
Yep.
So he'll pick one, and we'll take a look at that and see if we can't find one on eBay. I'm sorry I didn't upload a 3 for Thursday this week. I kind of biffed it. I have a couple of tapes, so there'll definitely be one up. I just got to remember to upload it on Thursday. So be on the lookout for that as well. And remember,
leave some on the pegs for us other collectors. We love these cars too, especially these premium beautiful cars.
Yep. And so have a great week. Keep hunting. Keep looking for what you're looking for, and we'll catch you later. We're out. Bye.